All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Just to let everybody know, I accepted another video response challenge. This one is from Budget Rips to celebrate his 400th subscriber. He asked us to tell everyone who we collect and why. So here goes. I'm a big fan of the NFL and I love to celebrate all the teams and players, but at the end of the day, I'm a Steelers fan. So I'll be trying to collect as many Steelers as I can, with Joe Greene being my primary focus. They just have so many great players, but Joe Greene, in my eyes, is the cornerstone of the franchise, besides the Rooney family, of course. All right, now while Joe Greene is the cornerstone, in my opinion, and my favorite player, I've only got 3 cards. So these are pretty cool, though. I really like this one. This is a numbered card I got. This is 30 out of 99. And this is from a modern era set, which I normally don't rip a whole lot of, but I just love these classic looks here. So those are Joe Greenes that I've got. But again, you know, I'm a huge Steelers fan, and I spent a lot of time going through and trying to grab a lot of these guys that were great players. Rocky Bleier, Andy Russell, Ernie Holmes. I mean, look at that haircut. That's awesome. If anybody remembers that haircut, that was like an arrowhead on the top of his head. We got Dwight White, Jack Ham, who I think is arguably the best Steelers linebacker that they had. L.C. Greenwood, Terry Bradshaw. This is a reprint of his rookie card here. Mike Webster, L.C. Jack Lambert, Donnie Shell, Mel Blount, John Stallworth, Terry Bradshaw, Franco Harris. I mean, tons and tons of great players, and that is why I collect the Steelers. Now, outside of Joe Greene and the Steelers, I want to collect the great stars of the past like Walter Payton, Earl Campbell, Dan Marino, John Riggins, Peyton Manning, and so many others. I also like to build sets. I've been given complete sets every year since around 2005, so I'm trying to go backwards to build my collection of previous seasons by breaking packs. I'm having a ton of fun and making some great connections, and hopefully I've been able to provide some entertainment for others. Now, I also collect full sets. My wife usually gets me a full complete set like this just about every year. So I've got basically from 2004 all the way through the current season. Just wanted to show off a few of the boxes, which are pretty cool. And then this one here, this is from 1996, which I thought was really, really awesome too. The old Joe Namath on every box is really awesome. Now, initially, I started the channel to celebrate the NFL and really my own nostalgia of being a kid. Since then, I've started watching other channels, and they've helped rekindle my love for baseball as well. So now I'm slowly branching out and getting into baseball. With that in mind, George Brett was an idol of mine as a kid, so he would be the main player I collect in baseball. I did have fun chasing Bo Jackson in our Bo Mania contest, and I have a very distant relative that played and was very good. His name was George Sisler, and some say he was in the Babe Ruth stratosphere. So I've been picking up any of his cards or cards of his sons that I can. I also really like Shohei Ohtani, and we'll be collecting his stuff as well. All right, we talked about also baseball, right? I got George Brett. I got a ton of George Brett cards. I don't know where I really got these. I think I got a really big lot of George Brett cards on eBay. So pretty happy with that. I mean, this is a specialty card, which I thought was pretty cool. Kmart. That's a classic Brett. I like that. Record breaker. There he is on the wood paneling. This is probably my favorite George Brett card that I've got here. Put him on the stand over there. But, you know, just a lot of really cool George Brett cards here. I played third base when I was a kid in high school, so that was always fun. So that's George Brett, and I talked a little bit about my relative, George Sisler, and I did try to pick up some of his cards. Here's a reprint of his card. Let's see if I can find out. 1940. Triple threads. This is a numbered card, 628 out of 1,350. All-time record holder. Here he is on the card with Ty Cobb. I thought that was pretty awesome. Had the highest season hits total, 257 back in 1920. So that stood until I think Ichiro took that. And then he's got a couple sons as well. Dick, he was a manager for the Reds, and then also Dave was the player for the Red Sox. Now this was the original. I had this one, found this at my house from when I was a kid, so I went out and got the upgraded version here. So those are pretty cool. They've got some special meaning to me. And then we also talked about Shohei Ohtani. My wife got me a couple of these cards as well. This guy is just awesome. I mean, the stuff that he's doing is incredible. Hopefully this arm injury isn't going to sideline him too much or take down his level of play, but I'll still continue to collect anyways because I really like the story. Now, many of you know that I don't collect basketball, but again, trying to relive that childhood era, I would pick up any Michael Jordans if the opportunity presented itself. And beyond sports cards, I did collect comic books back in the 90s and have almost 3,000 in my collection. I'm not actively collecting right now, but maybe again in the future. Now, I love these video response challenges because it forces me to take a minute and think about things and give you a chance to know me. And while I'm not looking for video responses from any of you, I'd love to get to know each of you better. So drop me a comment on whether or not you collect and who your favorite team and players are.